What's up, guys? It's Hot7 RCT Gaming bringing you another video for you guys. I hope everybody is doing well out there. I'm back to business, back to usual, and today we're going to be covering the awesome theme by Player One Channel 3, which is Titan. But before we do that, I have something kind of like off the beaten path that I wanted to talk with you guys. So we're gonna do just this. What's up, guys? This is Hot7. Yes, the ugly mug is back. In the beginning, I used to do this a lot, talk to you guys, face to face, or at least some approximation to that. And yeah, there's a lot of things to talk about. I'm not gonna cover them all in one video, but it's kind of like a sign saying that, hey, I'm here. I don't think that I'm adding anything of value by showing my face, but if you guys enjoy the one-to-one talk, then I'll have more of them. There's a lot of things going on in the background, a lot of background noise, so to speak. Very exciting stuff at the same time. The last time that I made a video talking like this, we were like neck deep into everything from coin ops, Pax or Us, core was starting to come around, and then I started going strictly into the desktop view, and then hopefully you guys will enjoy as much as I do making them. But there's one more thing that's not quite right here that I'm going to change right now, because you see the background. This is my usual standard stuff. I put a nice little background there, but let's do something different. And there you have it, guys. This is, as you can see, my space now. This is where I'm going to be doing most of the stuff. You're seeing a lot of white going on in the background. Of course, it's a new room, but I will be adding stuff gaming related, of course. Start putting everything together, making it really nice. Of course, most of the stuff you do not see because they're right in front of me, just like the lighting and all that stuff that I covered in a past video. But I wanted to do a quick conversation one-on-one with you guys here this way, because I wanted to make it feel as real as possible. Now, what I'm going to talk about is just something to get off my chest. It's something that I should have mentioned or talked about a while back, and I chose not to at the time. But I think that it has a very good timing right around now, because there's a lot of things going on, as I mentioned. One of those things is, of course, my feelings towards all of the communities and stuff that are together working on stuff that are fun. Like, of course, the builds. And when I talk about builds, I'm talking about everything from front ends like retro FE, track mode, and so on and so forth, that bring a lot of fun and enjoyment to many people across the world. Because in the communities that I spend most of my time, there's people from everywhere, not just the States, but everywhere, the UK, Australia. It's tons of fun for many people from many parts of the world. Now, I bring this up, of course, that's more than obvious to people who have been part of those communities, but for the other viewers, it might not be so obvious, so to speak. So that's why I want to single that out and kind of preface what I want to say. Of course, this is not scripted. Yeah, there's a lot of fun, there's a lot of enjoyment to have. The places where I hang out, so to speak, now are much more fun, much more loose, much more enjoyable. Everybody's equal. There's nobody thinking that they are higher or above anybody else, and that is something that is very important. What we do, we know the inner makings or the mechanics of how it works. We do a lot of emulation stuff. We deal with stuff that's gray area in many respects, but all in all, it's something that everybody enjoys, and at the same time they know what they're getting into. That said, there's the other aspect, the artistic aspect, which comes from building, using a set of tools to build a front end or a system of delivery to those games and systems and enjoyment for you guys, to make it more visually pleasing, so to speak. Now, of course, you've seen me feature here, cover in many occasions, and for different amounts of times. Everything from coin ops, which is retro FE base. It's a theme coin ops. And they have several varieties of those themes called, of course, Next, which is one style. They have Arcadia and some other styles that go very far back from the days that they used to work their stuff in Xbox. Now they're mostly doing stuff for PC. And from there, I got my taste of getting into these communities, had a blast, had a ball, met a lot of amazing people. Many of those amazing people I'm still working with and sharing to this date. Because unfortunately, a lot of things happened that many of those people that I met got kicked out. And if you guys want a little refresher on that, you should go back to the video that speaks about that. You're going to find it, you're going to know which one I'm talking about. But the point is that after those events, I knew that number one, my channel was going to take a hit, because a lot of people were coming in and enjoying the videos that I was doing because I was working on coin ops. Now, I'm not working on coin ops anymore, and of course it reflects, because now you don't see as many people coming in. I don't mind losing the views, and I'm gonna say it straight up. You see, I'm face to face, so I'm not hiding behind anything. I'm saying it right in front of you guys. I don't care that I lost views and now my videos are being watched less because I got away from coin ops. No. You see, the thing here that I want to clarify is I never got away from coin ops. I got away from the coin ops creator, so to speak, Brittany Pears. That's the person that I got away from. See, I have in my disk drive, I still have my high spec coin ops Next. I haven't used it as much, granted, but it's still there. I have nothing against that software. I have nothing against that creation. I only have an issue, which is an issue that many people have with this specific person. The person, unfortunately, is a type of person that he's a creative genius in many aspects, but when it comes to personal things and let's say maturity and just personality as a whole, is not quite there. And unfortunately, the only way that he has a way of dealing with other people who are not part of his creation is by either shunning them, demeaning them, insulting them, or lying about them. Now, of course, to many of you guys, none of this matters. It's kind of something that only affects the people who are the closest, or at least the people who are trying to create stuff and have fun with it. And of course, people who also work with the retro FE front end, because if you're doing something on a track mode or doing something, he will find a way to criticize and talk smack and all that stuff, but it really doesn't matter because it's something that he's not using, so it's not going to matter that much to him. Now, I know I've gotten into a tangent, but I bring this up because I just want to state the following. Number one, Next 2 was supposed to come out a whole bunch of months ago. Never came out, or it's supposedly out. I'm still waiting because I, like many other people, want to try it out, want to review it. Of course, unbiased, objectively, because that at least is my purpose. My purpose here is to share with you guys what I find interesting, fun, and exciting. And even with these flaws of this person behind the scenes, that does not affect the quality of a software or a product. So if Next 2 is the next best thing, I'm going to be all for it, and you're going to know about it. So yeah, that is not going to change my opinion on the quality or reflect on the quality of the software. Now, not only am I looking forward to covering that, but I also want to get into something that I haven't gotten into before, which is Launchbox. I want to be doing some reviews on Complete Play. That's going to be coming up later as I'm setting up and trying them. And Cole Pipes has been around the scene for like ages, and he is a workhorse, and I don't want to do something that devalues his effort. So that's what I'm trying to say. I want to get back to Retro Mini Neos because Team Retro is an awesome group, and I have been I have neglected them since the very start. I started out doing a few videos, but I need to go back to them. They're a great bunch of guys, and Retro Mini Neo is awesome. I mean, again, now we have, of course, on the PAX team, we have also a retro game with Velocity, which is another build that's awesome, at least for people who want something streamlined and want their games like there's so many things. And this is, of course, without mentioning Obsidian and Core. So yeah, there's a lot of things to get excited for. But I wanted to say, or I wanted to express in a way that neither I or any of the guys in the groups are going to shy away from doing what we love just because there's somebody who has, thinks he's too big, or he thinks he's too big to allow for other people to enjoy the scene. Or enjoy the scene without it being coin ops. I'm sorry, but that is not. If you create something, I'm saying it right now, if you create something that makes me not want to play with the rest of the stuff, then we'll talk. In the meantime, just focus on your stuff. Try to make it better for your followers, because you have a lot of followers, and and have a good time. And just don't worry about other people, and don't try to control everybody and try to control the narrative and try to make people believe things that are not correct. And I'm here. So whatever floats your boat, buddy. But just, keep on your side of the street, keep doing what you do best, and we'll keep having fun as well. So yeah, let's go into the Titan right now. All right, so let's step right into Core and get this going so I can show you guys. I think I have it on Titan, so just to make it, let's go. These are, first let me show you the options, but let me make sure that I'm running from Atlas, which is another one of the themes for Core. So this is the Atlas that basically you know and love, the one that I have covered in many of my showcases of Core. But there is a lot going under the hood when it comes to the settings and stuff. So you have Titan settings, Atlas settings, a whole bunch of settings for you to indulge. But what we need to do is hop on to Titan, which is the star of this one today. Now this one is going to give you plenty of choices in how you want to see things. Now if we go into settings, which are here, you're going to find these options that I'm talking about. For example, let's go into Titan settings, and here you start seeing some of the options that you have when it comes to the presentation. 2D covers, you're going to see there in the background. Are they going to look? And 3D covers, of course, goes without saying. has a different look to them. Now you have a bottomless style, which is going to show the name of the games in the bottom portion with some art on the left side, video taking the main front and center position, and description to the right hand side. This actually does a better job of showing how nice this looks than probably my own build, because mine is missing a lot of art that I need to put into the build. But going forward, bottom wheel is basically the same style that you saw the settings right now. Video taking the whole screen, a full screen presence, and you have a certain amount of games to choose from in the menu, with a description in the bottom portion, and even some card art on the right hand side, which is pretty cool. And then you have the fan art style, which gives priority to the fan art that you want to assign to a certain game or system. Description is still on the bottom. The name, game, or logo is in the bottom portion. Scrolling from right to left, you have a description. Once you stop on a game, you have a description and you have the cover. Pretty amazing stuff. Of course, the better the fan art, the more pretty or beautiful it's gonna look. Then you have the spin wheel, which is the classic one that we are accustomed to seeing almost everywhere, but here it's done in its own style. So yeah, those are the options. Now let's go and do, I don't have enough fan art to show off this one probably, or let me pick it and use one of my packs that I believe I've included fan art, so it'll probably draw from there. Now let's see. Okay, if I go into my Tecmo Parrot collection, yep, it has the fan art, as you can see. Now I do prefer video in the background, but this one looks really good. So yeah, let's try another one. Let's go into settings again and pick another style. All right, let's do bottomless. And now in bottomless, let's go to that would be no. Let's do, is it in collections? Yeah, let's go into collections. Let's check the battlefield from Mikey. And here you have the style. Now mine is not complete. I still have parts of this amazing pack to download, but I have 3 games here, and I'll give you an idea of how well this style works. So looking good, looking good. That bottom one looks pretty nice. Let's go back in here and try another one. Now, of course, the settings also get affected depending on which one you pick. Because, let me see which one it was, the spin one? No, the spin is the regular one. Let's do to bottom wheel. There you go. That's the one I had in the beginning. That's the one that I'm using currently for the time being until I get all the art ready. So if we go into collections yet again, let's do, instead of collections, let's do systems. Oh, no. I need to go, if I want to go into console systems, I need to go here, this one, activate that, and then I'll go into the consoles. Now, if you go into the GameCube, there you have it. Of course, there's a lot of fan art that I need to get for this one, which is a huge collection. There are some fan art for this, but not all of them are in there. But it will give you a good idea of how they show. So, you know, with this, you can see that a lot of work was put into making this, you know, as not only as easy as possible for you guys to manage, but also for you to pick and choose and configure to your own liking. So there you have it, guys. That was the Titan theme made by Player One Channel 3 for, of course, this is exclusive for core builds. So, you know, if you don't have core yet, download the core base, go over to the core Discord, join. They don't have like 30,000 hurdles for you to join their Discord in order to download their stuff. So go ahead, you know, and have fun with it. You know, grab the build, the base build, and start adding systems any way you want to, and then add the themes, because Player One Channel 3 is he's crazy. He's crazy, theme crazy. He wants to give as much people as much options visually for their builds, so they have fun and it looks awesome while doing so. That's the whole purpose, you know, that's the whole mission statement from Core. If I'm going to be completely honest, you know, I've said this in the past, Core has always been, you know, theme switching. They've been doing it for months already. This is not something that they started doing yesterday. So yeah, they have no need to copy. They didn't copy. They basically came up with this stuff when nobody gave a damn about changing themes. So pretty cool stuff. So go ahead, add that. You're gonna find tons of options. If you don't like one, you will like another, because there's a lot of variety there. So that's gonna be all for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. I'm not shooting for the, you know, 10 million subscribers or whatever, you know, but every little sub helps, you know, growing the channel. It makes me happy to be able to reach more people. And if the channel can grow, even though not to that point, but if it can grow with you along, then I'm more for it, you know, and I'll be happy just indulging and doing content for you guys. So take care. Please be safe out there. Things are starting to get even more crazy. So take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one.